All right, guys, welcome back to this episode at Courtside with Coach. My name is Coach Gabe Fontenot, Athletic Director here at Bishop Noland High School. It's been a little while since we made one of these videos. The last one was highlighting high school boys basketball back in December, and we kind of got into the thick of things and got really busy. So had a really good year in high school basketball, made it back to the state finals. I ended up losing, but our boys did amazing. But the next episode we wanted to highlight was another sport that actually coincides with high school basketball, and that's high school soccer. So we're very, very happy to have our head coach, Ben Williams, here join us today to talk about the soccer season, the program as a whole, and then the future of the program. So, Coach, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
So first of all, just tell us a little bit about your background in soccer and how long have you been coaching for?
So I've played soccer my whole life since I was a young boy, and then I played all the way through club and then also high school, and then I was blessed enough to be able to play at a college level. So played through there, won athletic conference awards for individual players, and have won several championships. And then when I went away to school and came back, soccer is still a part of my life. So I've coached in several different venues, from youth soccer, from U5s all the way up to high school, varsity level, some local schools around here, and won championships there, and then continue to coach in the club level now, from the U13 to U11 levels. So been coaching for 20 years, I suppose, on and off at different levels and situations, and have loved it every step of the way, and excited about being back at the high school level, especially at an institution that means so much to me and my family. I went to school here. My children go to school here. We're members at the church here. We really believe in the deeper aspects of what athletics can bring, and being in this environment allows us to really exemplify why we do what we do, that everything we do comes from the inside out. So those are my kind of past moments.
Yeah, awesome. And what made you choose soccer? Like, did you do any other sports, and what made soccer stand out to you?
Well, I guess it's one of those things that you're not really sure how you end up landing in some spot. When I was younger, I'm obviously a lot older than you, Coach, but soccer hasn't always been the most popular sport in our community. But I did play basketball at EDS, and I ran some track. I played a little football in high school. Soccer seemed to always stimulate the things that were exciting to me. It's a thinking game. It's a player's game.
Yeah.
There are no timeouts. There's no set plays that you can orchestrate. You really are dependent upon decision making in the moment, and that the players really dictate the outcome. That every match has to be played. That in soccer games, not always the best team wins. It's the one that's the most consistent, the one that executes, the one that is well prepared. It's not the most athletic, the tallest, the fastest, the strongest. It's a very democratic sport that you can succeed in when you play inside your own abilities. You have the ability to really have a chance to thrive. And so I think that I fell in love with it gradually over time. I had a predisposition to it, and then fell into all those things I just mentioned that really made it, wow, this has got some depth to it. So
yeah, that's awesome. Well, I know you kind of talked a little bit somewhat about your kind of through a little bit of preview of your coaching philosophy. Can you kind of dive deeper into your coaching philosophy and what you like to kind of stress to the kids?
Sure. I mean, I like to really focus on the fact that we're trying to build characteristics of being a good person that then can express themselves on the soccer field. I think of soccer or athletics as just an excuse. It's a vehicle to be able to learn more about yourself, your community, how to work as a team, how to be an individual, but also to use those talents and skills for the betterment of the whole. So soccer is a very important or a very good tool for that, because the field's so big. It's 11 players. And so when I think about my philosophy, I try to focus on the individual player first, their effort and their ability, and what are their skills and how can we maximize those. And then let's put them in a team concept that allows us to succeed. So I like ball possession on the field. I like control of the game. I like very thoughtful and intentional play, not so direct, but we keep the ball, we create mismatches on the field by moving the ball quickly. Then we can attack with 3 versus 4, 2 versus 3, instead of trying to just go full force straight away.
That intentionality, I think, is key, because some of the kids, especially younger kids, as they get into high school, they need to understand, like, winning and doing things properly comes with preparation, and then everything that you do really in life past that, and they get that from athletics, I think, is and they don't even realize it, which I'm sure you got from soccer too, if you have to be intentional.
That's right.
You know, everything that you do that you want to be successful at starts with some type of intentionality and some type of awareness. So tell me a little bit about the program, and highlight the great season that you guys have. And we're still a new program, only our second year, but kind of tell us a little bit about it. And
yeah, I mean, I have to be honest, like the soccer program at EDS has been something that's been on my heart for the better part of six years or so. I think we've started this conversation along the way, and really happy to be a part of the program in this level of involvement. But we had a good season last year. I mean, we kind of made it known. We introduced the program to the school, to the community, and we had some great interest in playing. And then this year, it was the same thing. We had some excitement about the season to come. We were very interested in seeing what we could do. And then we far exceeded the expectations we could have even set for ourselves in what we did. And that's a testament to a lot of those characteristics that I told you about before. We were playing against other JV teams that have 16-year-old kids on down to 12-year-old kids. The vast majority of our school team was 7th and 8th graders. And so we're talking about 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds playing and punching way above their weight. And like I said before, the beautiful thing about soccer is that those attributes aren't the only thing that make you win. And so the ability of the guys and gals to listen to what we were trying to do and to have confidence in themselves that it was going to work was phenomenal. And we managed to make it all the way to the state championship for the JV program, and pushed that team to the limit. It was not easy win for them, and we were in every single match. We had so many compliments from the other coaches as we played. It is always nice to hear that from your competition. And I mean, many of them said that we moved the ball and passed the ball and had more control than any of the teams that had played before. And so that's very nice to hear. And so I think the kids even responded to that each step of the way when they had that success, when they saw that what they were doing was being rewarded. And then they really responded. And so the program has taken a huge step forward.
Absolutely.
And so the ground's built for next year, and really excited.
No, for sure. So leading off of that, so what's your vision overall for the program? Tell us a little bit about that, you know, not just this year, but past, big picture, just so everyone can know.
Well, my idea is to be a tool for the success of the program, however it develops. My wish and my vision would be that every year becomes, like this year is, the step to the next year. It's its own reward, but it also is about building and creating something unique and special. And I think that all the people that are involved at this level and this time have that ability, which is really cool. You don't get to make things a lot in life. You get to build something from the ground up. We'll make it the right way. And so my idea is to continue to have a full-fledged program, just continuing to grow, eventually having our own home field, having a base of fans that are excited about our season, making that a flagship sport for the winter, that where we can also share homecoming festivities between the sports, and having that enthusiasm that the kids deserve, and that is fully within our grasp with the talent and the interest that we have at the school. So I think the sky's the limit. I don't think there's really an end to it. I think it's going to grow with the school, and it's going to be one of those great things that people can be proud of that the school has. And so I'm just happy to be here with that, to be along for the ride.
No, for sure. It is a great opportunity, because like many other sports that we started here, it's you get to be that first group.
That's right.
And just every year you have to just build a little bit more at a time, and then just slowly, not slowly, because things have happened pretty fast. But consistently, I guess I should say, is every year you come back and you try to be a little bit better than you were last year, and then just all of a sudden it just kind of takes on a mind of its own. And someone like you has that vision. Kids who come in that are excited, a good support group like we have from our parents, And that's important because we want to filter them into varsity as we kind of broaden our horizons looking towards for the LHSAA.
That's
We
right.
want to continue to build from the JV from the ground up to where once we make that jump, we have a group ready to roll. That's the main thing. And so yeah, very, very exciting. So what's one piece of advice that you would give to not only your team, but maybe some of the kids who maybe watch from the sidelines this year and said, I'm thinking about playing soccer, but I didn't play this year.
Yeah.
And some that maybe, were thinking like, well, I don't know if I want to do it next year. What would you tell them to kind of encourage them to get back on the field or get back on, or just get on the field in general and try it out?
Yeah. I think that all the things that we eventually succeed at in life are based upon something that we fell in love with at the beginning. And so I invite them that they have that desire, they have that joy for the game, to just continue to feed that. If you love playing, play it because you love it, and do it because it fulfills something. I think that a lot of times we confuse in our lives about making goals that we're always looking for success over fulfillment. And I think that success comes when you feel fulfilled in what you're doing, that it feeds you, it builds you, it empowers you to do the things that you've been blessed and given to do. So if you have that desire on your heart and you haven't decided what to do, I think you should just take that first step into a safe space with people that want you to succeed and will give you tools and abilities to do so. And this is the perfect little breeding ground for that situation. So there is not a player or a level or like I said, a height or a weight or a strength or whatever that you think you need to play sports that we can't use or help you utilize in the benefit of the team. So if you're thinking about it, participate. If you've already started, then continue to do what you've already been doing, which you continue to play with a joy and an effort and an enthusiasm that will continue to serve you in sports and way beyond that. And like I said, it's just a vehicle. And so we'll figure out how to make soccer a part of your passion. If you have that passion, we can do it.
For sure.
So
great advice. Yeah, it's super, super exciting to have like coaches on, like all of our coaches are kind of aligned in the same mission of we're trying to, help those kids and navigate them, like using our sports as a vehicle. Some have ambitions to go on and play collegiately, but for the most part, kids you have to fall in love with the game before anything big happens, in my opinion. So
that's exactly right.
Last thing I want to ask you about, you came in this morning and you handed me 2 of these challenge coins.
That's right.
And so I'd like you to just kind of explain to everyone what these mean. And
Sure. So the challenge coin history started out in the military, and I learned about it from my brother-in-law who graduated from the Air Force Academy and is a C-5 pilot in the United States Air Force. And so he came back from the academy with several coins. So it's now extended beyond the military, and lots of different organizations and groups use them to signify membership into a group and also accomplishments that are worthy of note. And so this year, as runner-up state championship in the season, I designated some coins to be made, and each player has 2 of them, and athletic director, head of school, the coaches. And on the sides of it, we wrote some of the things that we talked about all season long, which are effort, faith, and community, which were the hallmarks of how we approached each game and every practice. And so you get 2 because you're supposed to have one. If you're challenged by someone else in the group that says, I have my coin, do you have your coin? You can present it. And then the second one is used to inspire others. So you can either hand that to someone that was a mentor that exemplified some of the attributes we've talked about, or someone that you're going to challenge to meet those attributes that are written on the coin. So it's kind of a special little bond that just the group shares, but also gives you ability to remember that what you've been given doesn't end with you. It's just a launching pad for you to continue that ripple of all that you've been given. So it's a neat way for us to talk about what we've done, but also to remember that we're not done and that there's more to come.
Fantastic.
So it's kind of a neat.
Awesome.
Option.
Thank
So
you.
Well,
welcome. Coach, we appreciate the time. Really enjoyed sitting down with you. Really looking forward to the season ahead and far beyond. I think we have some great things happening for soccer here at Bishop Noland. So, well, guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. This has been Coach Gabe Fontenot, Courtside with Coach, signing out.